See that my friend drive a Benz. The Benz my friend drive. See? And my friend I make me know say she pack up her stuff them cause she run a local restaurant. And the police them stop her with the banana and the yam them and I tell her say if she not have receipt, she can't carry the banana and yam in her vehicle. You have to know where the receipt where then come from. Me rascal. So no can go on yet me know. When me talk, yet me know. Because fuck with the go on our country. And someone no blind for see it. You understand me? You tell me now. Me go buy banana and yam now. And they come and you tell me say what receipt for it. Me blood clot. No man. No.
Jamaica people, the mark of the beast is upon you all. Jamaica people, the government of Jamaica are now ready to implement the digital ID upon you all. Jamaica people, you will be forced to take the digital ID whether you like it or not. Listen to this now. Oh, remember, and I want you to put it in the comment section. Oh, remember, I always did video where I said there will become a time where you cannot buy or sell anything without your digital ID. Oh, remember when I said to you all, you won't be able to buy or sell unless you bow to their system. Now it is all begun. It's all begun, my viewers and subscribers. Because if you have a restaurant, and I'm going to start at the restaurant because a restaurant is when you go out, you go buy the food and come back and cook it. So I'm going to start with the restaurant. If you have a restaurant, right, and you decide that you're going to go to the market and you're going to buy 3 bunch of banana or 6 bunch of banana, you're going to buy 50 pound of yam or you're going to buy 20 pound of yam or something. You're going to buy some food and you're going to buy meat and all of those stuff. You will now need a receipt from a farmer with a farmer's license. Now, listen to this now. Every single farmer out there now are vendors. It doesn't have to be a farmer, but vendors that is in the market and selling on the street side. You will now have to have a license. So even the man we are cook in at the shop, we are they go buy stuff, will now need to sign up with RADA. You hear what I say? So if you plant your own food and cook it and sell it, you will have to get a farmer's license from RADA. If you plant some banana tree round your house back and the government find out about it, you can be prosecuted. So guess what? You need to get a license from RADA. Every single vendors inside the market, outside the market, every single farmer, in the hills, down the hills, you all need to go right now and go sign up with RADA or else you will be prosecuted. You will be locked up and charged. I told you all. And the reason why the government of Jamaica is doing this is so that they can take away your license from you. As them give the license to you, them make up some story say you broke rules and take away your license, your farmer's license or your vending license. They will take it away from you. They will pressure you. So that simply means you will now bow to their system. And the system that I'm talking about is the digital ID system where you will have every single ID and license in one. So your digital ID will now become your farmer's license, your driver's license, and any kind of license where you want. They are forcing the people to take the digital ID, just like with every single drivers after September are going to lose their driver's license, whether them broke road code or not. Remember, you doesn't have to do nothing nowadays. The police give you one big fat ticket. So, them are going to take away your license from you, and you will have to now bow to the government towards the digital ID so that you can be able to go back out there and feed your family. But people, we are going to talk about it when we come back. Blessed day to my viewers and my subscribers. I hope everybody having a blessed and a wonderful day. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, remember, in everything you do, always put God first. In any situation, just always remember for call upon God. Always remember for pray, because a prayer day keep the devil away. Now, my viewers and my subscribers, we have a lot coming up inside this update, including update on the healthcare system plus more. So people, you definitely don't want to miss none. So like, comment, share, subscribe, and also turn on the post notification bell for new content. Alright, make we run the intro and come back. We soon forward. Welcome back to my viewers and my subscribers. Big up to all of my viewers, big up to all of my subscribers. We continually support the channel and I help the channel to grow. Now people, remember to like, comment and share this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. So now my viewers and my subscribers, the government of Jamaica are coming in with some new rules and some new laws. Now, one of them is that every single farmers out there need to have a license, need to register with RADA and have a license before you can do farming, right? Every single vendors out there need to have a vending license, including the man where cook the food and them something that them need to have them license as well. Now, the reason why the government is doing this, it is not that the government want to tax you. It is about the tax, but it is not really about the tax. But the government of Jamaica have to ensure that every single person in this country take the digital ID before 2028, 2029. Every single person in this country should take the digital ID before 2028, 2029. So for the rest of this year, going down to next year, the government will be pressuring every single Jamaican citizen in this country to take the digital ID. Now, on a year, the government has say, on to give the government the land to keep phone. That is a part of it as well. A whole heap of uno. The government are going to come to and make you know, say, listen, we can't recognize you, you know. We can't recognize you. So guess what? You have to come off of that land. So guess what? They are going to force you to run go take a digital ID. As example, the driver's license as well, right? The government of Jamaica are coming with that pints thing, where they are going to take off how much pints off your license, and once that happens, they are going to take away your license from you for about 18 months. 18 months you have to sit down without a driver's license. As a taxi man, can't feed your family. They are going to then introduce the digital ID to you and say, listen, if you want to have a driver's license, then you need to have everything in one place. So take the digital ID. So it goes over to the farmers them as well. Right? The vendors them as well. If you want to do vending, you will have to take the digital ID. The Bible tell you. You will not be able to buy and sell without the mark. Not true? So this is what happening right now. It is not about them protect you from criminal where thief your goods them. It is not about no lasting. It is about to implement the digital ID so that they can control each and every one of you. Jamaica people, don't be fooled by these demons that are trying to implement the mark on us. Don't be fooled. Let me say something, because a lot of people are going to say, oh, it is just an ID. No, it is a phase 1. It is phase 1 for the mark, right? Because after a while, they will upgrade it to where you will need to get the chip in your forehead or in your hand. They will upgrade it. So, them only want to make sure say them catch you first. Once them catch you in them palm, then them upgrade them system to what they want to upgrade the system to. So all of who out there say, oh, it is just digital ID. No, it is to control you first. Once them control the people, them control everything where you have. Them control down to the food where you eat. You don't have no money for yourself. So guess what? You will be living off of the government now. Because all your millions and your billions where you did have, the government will now give you a little credit. And your credit will depend on how you behave inside of this country. It will depend on how you behave, your behavior. And it will also depend on you becoming an informant. So people will now start informing on their own family just to get little credit. Oh, my mother said this about the system. So then can go grab your mother. Or my sister said this because guess what? Family are going to turn against family. Mother are going to turn against daughter. Daughter are going to turn against father. Father are going to turn against son. I saw it are going to work out. Because listen, and not everybody are going to be militant. Some people are going to rather die with a righteous soul than die for the devil. Like me, I rather die with a righteous soul than die for the devil. So I will not be taking the digital ID. Right? I rather die with my soul righteous. I know God will provide for me. But how much of us out here can hold out and say, listen, no, we rather die with a righteous soul. Listen, the first thing what they make sure say them do is implement this Obia business. So everybody indulge in a Obia. They want to tell us, I see them thing, man. I worry on yourself. Mark I be, I see them thing. I see them Obia business, man. Just sell out your family. People, be prepared for what's coming. Anyway, let me play this video about the whole farmers business.
The government is using the protection of farmers as scapegoat to prosecute and charge farmers for their own goods that they have produced. So once you touch the main road with your own goods that you have grown, if you don't have receipt, or if you don't have a RADA ID, or if you don't sign up with RADA, your goods, even though they are yours, they are considered illegal by the government. At some point, it is going to be converted into revenue. The government is not going to give you a RADA receipt book that is traceable and a RADA ID for nothing. They don't put out this much effort for nothing. It's like people's attention span is getting shorter and shorter and shorter. If it's not entertainment, if it's not something to make them laugh, people pay no attention. Hence, Jamaica is in the problem it is in now, because the people who is paying the politician and who is paying the government pay no attention to the happenings of what these governments and politicians are doing. Can you imagine being on your farm and you find some food and you put it in your vehicle and say you are bringing it home to share it up between you and your neighbors, and when you hit the road, the police stop you and tell you that you are carrying too much food in your vehicle without a receipt and charge you for it? Can you imagine going to your bush and decide to dig some food for sale? Food where the government already tax you for planting, because you have to pay tax on the fertilizers and on the chemicals that you use. And when you go to your ground and you dig the food and you bring it to the road, the police is going to stop you and charge you based upon the amount that you have in your vehicle. And when you go to the court, you have to pay or else the government take away your freedom for your own food that they don't know how you come by it. They don't know the work that you have to go through to produce it. But once it comes, the government is turning around to prosecute locals for their own food that they plant. 2 women being locked up for some bananas that they cut out of their own yard, bringing it to the market because they don't have a RADA ID nor a RADA receipt. And the driver who was transporting them also get charged for what? For transporting stolen goods. The owner of the goods is right there in the in the vehicle, telling you that it is my own. The police does no investigation to find out if this are so. They can just look at your goods, say to you that them feels you steal it, and lock you up, and that, and the government is in agreement with it. These things are injustice. And for those who have them RADA ID and for their RADA books and sitting down and say that they are okay, they are good with the police. For those who already have a RADA receipt book and a RADA ID and think that it is okay, how long do you think it's going to take the government to move things to the next chapter? How long do you think it's going to take for this chapter to close? How long? Because they have something else coming. They are trying to gather us all into one system because they have a plan for us. The same way they are charging a man 150,000 for 500 yam, according to the quantity he have. And the woman with 2 bananas, they are charging her according to the quantity she have. Think, and you will come to the understanding that they want to tax farmers. And because they can't yet, they are charging farmers according to the tax that they would have charged them if they were in the system. How long do you think they are going to take to kick off the revenue process for farmers once they get everybody in? Sit down. Sit down. You think it's not coming? It is coming. For all those who think they are safe, it is coming. In my former video, when I said that they are pushing some tax behind this pleading and larceny issue, I was only half correct, right? First thing, they are getting you into the system through RADA, right? Registering your farm, registering your business, as anything that has to do with buying and selling and stuff like that, right? They are getting you to register that. So I was searching and I was wondering, why are they so adamant in getting us to do that? Lo and behold, I come to find out that if you are selling anything like nutmeg, coconut, pimento, spices, are things like that in Jamaica, it is illegal to buy and sell them if you don't have a trade license. That is just recent. So you need a trade license. That trade license, I think it costs 10,000 Jamaican dollars, right? And then it will have to be renewed when the time is up. So I started digging and I'm saying, what about those who sell food out of a vehicle and stuff like that? So I started to do some more digging. And then I find out that presently now, every vendor, every igler, everyone that have a stall in the market, everyone that have a stall on the roadside, it is illegal for you to have that stall if you don't have a vending license. Most of us know about the food permit, right? That you need to have to handle food if you're selling food like cooked food. But as for food that is not cooked, you need a vending permit. And as soon as this process in getting everybody into RADA is done, they are going to hit you with the vending permit. So just like your vehicle is licensed for the year or such, you're going to have to license your stall by getting a vending permit for the year. Now, I was still wondering, why all this? Then I remember the big C. I'm just putting one and two together. Probably I might be off, probably I might be wrong. I don't know, but I'm just putting one and two together. Remember that in the COVID crisis, the only system that was booming and saved a lot of people during the COVID crisis was the farming system in Jamaica. It was the market system in Jamaica. Even when they locked down the market, the system still boomed because people take their vehicle and take their food to the people. And the people buy the food. And it was one of the system that was not under any lock and key. But now they are giving you a vending permit or a trade license. That means if they give you it, it can be taken away. So what they are going to do is that they're going to give you that vending permit or give you that trade license, and if you will not comply to the system, they take away your license. Just like how they take away the license of the doctor or the lawyer or the teacher. So farming is now being placed into the system where they can restrict you from not farming, they can restrict you from not selling, they can restrict you from not buying. And what they're going to do, they're going to make you not complying illegal. So therefore, if you don't apply, if you don't comply, there is going to be a charge or a fine that you're going to be slapped to it. So failure to comply, you're going to be slapped with a charge. And the charge is going to be so heavy that you're going to be afraid not to comply. And those who will get their license take away or their permit take away will be afraid to sell without it because the fine will be so heavy. Revelation is coming to pass, people. The issue of buying and selling will be a very big issue in the future to come. The issue of buying and selling, whether it be merchandise, goods, farming goods, anything that you buy and sell in the future is going to be a big issue. The system is being set and we are ready to kick off the ball. Welcome to 2030.
Jamaica people, I want you to listen to me very, very carefully. As I stated before, the government want each and every one of you to take the digital ID. And it's a way how we can let the taximan them, the vendors, the farmers take the digital ID. Him not have to worry himself about the people that work in the hotel. Because remember, he already told you that robot will replace you at your job. And the only way to get a job is if you have a digital ID. What is the digital ID? Your digital ID will be your state ID. Your state ID will be the mark of the beast. Part 1. Part 2 of your ID will be when you get the chip. Whether you want to believe it or not. But phase 1 will start with your state ID, your digital ID, your needs ID. Jamaica people, no wake up no man. A long time I teach you know, all of them something here, you know. They are using the taximan, the farmer, the vendors as a perfect example of what they will do with everyone else. Remember, government can't pressure you. Say, listen, go take a digital ID. So they will let your workplace pressure you. But for the farmers them, we're in a freedom space, the government space, they can pressure those. For the man we want driving car, for the taxi man, them can pressure them the people by taking away their driver's license, by taking away their farmer's license. You're stuck. You can't move. So what? You will have to turn to their system. You will now have to bow to the government for help. The help is the digital ID, the state ID. right? Your NIDS ID. I am going to say it again. A lot of people is going to say, oh, but nothing no wrong with it. Oh, me take the digital ID already, man. But listen, as I stated before, every single thing that you own, the government now automatically own it. Every single thing that you work so hard for, the government automatically own it. Your land, your house, your car, your everything. And that is why I said under the Naira bill, the government can come and seize your house and land. And you can't do nothing about it. Because there's no law to protect you. Because the Naira bill erased all of those laws. I said it before. The Naira and the NIDS, they are together. Them come together. Them work together. But what? The NIDS process are moved too slow. So the government of Jamaica have to split it in two and introduce the Naira first. Worse like how there was a fake disaster created by the government and its allies to disrupt Jamaica and misplace people out of their home so they can come in with the Naira bill. You don't realize, say, over here they got 9 months now since Hurricane blow, and the government haven't done anything to ensure that you and your children, you and your family get back a roof over your head. People, on need to do some digging and some research on what really are going on. So all of the people out there, we love hype on people and say, oh, a 5 house me have and a 6 car me have. It is now coming down to a time where you will be like the normal, regular street beggars on the street. Because the government now control everything we want to have. And this is because some are stubborn. I don't feel like I don't know it all. And run, go vote for ANDREW HOLNESS. And some are licky and greedy. Me did want to know. Kevin Smith did want to know. And make you know exactly what are going to happen if you put back ANDREW HOLNESS in a power. And that is why them get rid of Kevin Smith. Jamaica people, I want me to refresh on our brain of what Kevin Smith did say. Jesus Christ, man. Jamaica people, no, wake up. Wake up, Jamaica people.
There will be no more cash. Cash will crash.
You have something now called artificial intelligence. Very soon, this position of a human being exchanging cash and so on, that is going to disappear from the banking system very soon. And you are going to have to interface with machines. I don't want it to be a scary thought, but it is a thought that we all have to embrace.
You see all those people who are working at the airport now that think people need them, you will be replaced. There will be no need for you to be there.
Going out to look at the camera.
I know this is really intense. You did not follow the signs and therefore you missed the 7 year of prosperity. When the government of Jamaica told you prosperity, 4 years, it was true, but now that time of prosperity comes to an end in September the 22nd, and the time of famine and hardship like this world has never known or seen before in the history of humankind. This is what's happening. When people start to see the dead bodies that are piling up, they're going to start to retaliate, and they have now, the lockdown is put in place, so you're locked into an area and you cannot leave that area.
The Jamaica Constabulary Force JCF is exploring the potential of humanoid robots to assist with administrative tasks. Liz, a robot donated to the University of Technology, Jamaica, has been programmed and tested for various applications. The idea is to have Liz handle mundane tasks such as document certification, freeing up police officers for other duties. Liz has facial recognition capabilities and can be programmed for different functions. The JCF sees the use of robots as part of its vision for modern, custom-oriented police stations.
So this little this game that you think you're playing, that you'll be able to go in downtown or you go up to Kingston as you have a feel, it is not going to happen. They're going to ban you from traveling and moving and everything else until they have taken away all your liberties. If you don't wake up right now and understand. Imagine now there's no more JPS and no more NWC. And in order for you to get water and food, you have to go and show the mark. They're going to be controlling the water supply and the light. Are you hearing me?
I'm happy to report that in the upcoming financial year, the government will make available 10,000 polyethylene water tanks to needs-assessed households across Jamaica, starting with a focus on the areas most affected by the drought.
Kingston would reach climate departure when its coolest year's average temperature surpasses the average temperature of its hottest year between 1960 and 2005. Johnson Smith emphasized the urgency of staying within the Paris Agreement target of 1.5 degrees Celsius and highlighted Kingston's potential status as the second city worldwide to face this phenomenon.
Households on path, households recommended by MPs and assessed by the Ministry of Economic Growth and Job Creation will qualify for the tanks according to the rules of the program. All the tanks issued will be placed on our national GIS database. This will be a 5-year program with the objective that every water vulnerable household must have storage and rainwater capabilities to withstand drought and water service disruption. Drought
and water service disruption.
So, Madam Speaker,
those of you sitting down saying you will wait and see, may I tell you, so you will see it with your eye, but you shall not eat thereof. You will, at the time then you think you will see to eat of it, you will die. You will die. You will die. From Canada, indicating that the government of Canada is now going to remove driver's license or replace it rather, and health cards with the QR code. Now think about it. Why would you remove a driver's license which has an image on it? Why would you remove a health card which has an image on it to give you a new ID that has no image but just a QR code? Wake up. So the world as you know it is now 10 regions. On the 7th of September, Africa, the Union and CARICOM joined together as one, and the Oceania and the other parts of the world, they have become one. So we have now 10 regions governed by the G7, which is Japan, Canada, United States, etc. So the G7 ruling over the 10 regions. And above the G7, of course, is Lucifer and all of these different persons. So now, when Canada removes driver's license, and then you have to have the QR code to have a driver's license, you will not be able to drive unless, this is what they're telling you, inadvertently, without the joke, which gives you the QR code certificate, you will not be able to renew your driver's license, therefore you will not be able to drive your car. Are you catching it? Can't drive your car. So Canada is going to go all over the world, even to Jamaica. That's why Jamaica was trying to bring in NIDS, but they didn't put it in a way that the Jamaican people would accept it. But now with all the brainwashing from the last year to now, they're now people just thinking that if they give in, they go back to normal. You don't go back to normal, you die. So the driver's license, the health card in Canada, your passport will all be connected to the QR code, and your cash, your bank account. It's the cryptocurrency. There will be no more cash. Cash will crash. And so this is happening this month of October for Canada. They're going to roll out no more driver's license in Canada. October, November, they're rolling it out. No more driver's license, no more health card. And of course, by next year, no more passport. So travel will be without, you see all those people who are working at the airport now that think people need them, you will be replaced. There will be no need for you to be there. I was in Italy 2 years ago, and I just scanned the microchip in my Canadian passport, and the door opened. A lady just stamped in it. She didn't even look in the book. She just asked me for a page for her to stamp, and I left. And I said, why, this is strange. No one spoke to me. No one asked me why am I there, because that's not what it is now. The world is changing, and they have been doing the test run in Italy and in Europe and these countries where you just go through this little glass booth. You stand in, and it scans your face. When I was in South Africa, the same scenario applied. Something scans your face, and you go through it. When I was in Australia, that's the same thing I experienced in Australia and in Italy. And so what you need to understand, ladies and gentlemen, is that this is it. So you cannot renew your license. Those of you who have not paid up your land taxes, one of the ways to catch you is the fact that you have not paid your land taxes. Then they have the right now to come and take over your property. So you have to pay your land taxes years in advance. I know this is really intense. You did not follow the signs, and therefore you missed the 7 year of prosperity. When the government of Jamaica told you prosperity, 4 years, it was true, but now that time of prosperity comes to an end, September the 22nd, and the time of famine and hardship like this world has never known or seen before in the history of humankind. This is what's happening. So in order for you to get this QR code, all right, why is Britain going into contracts with funeral parlors for 4 years to store mass bodies? Because they know that the people are going to die like flies. Listen to me and wake up. There are camps all around the world. They are building camps. In Jamaica, you think the soldiers are building this camp up in Montego Bay in different locations, and in Kingston they're building camps for who? For the dead bodies. Because when people start to see the dead bodies that are piling up, they're going to start to retaliate, and they have now, the lockdown is put in place, so you're locked into an area and you cannot leave that area. So this little this game that you think you're playing, that you'll be able to go in downtown or you go up to Kingston as you have a feel, it is not going to happen. They're going to ban you from traveling and moving and everything else until they have taken away all your liberties. If you don't wake up right now and understand the time that you're in, you don't think it's joking time. If you don't know who your God is now, you will not know then when hunger will kill you and water your pipes. Listen, imagine now there's no more JPS and no more NWC, and in order for you to get water and food, you have to go and show the mark. They're going to be controlling the water supply and the light. Are you hearing me? You will not be able to pay your bills because you don't have the QR code, because cash will be removed and the QR code will become your cash. Those of you sitting down saying you will wait and see, may I tell you, so you will see it with your eye, but you shall not eat thereof. The time then you think you will see to eat of it, you will die. This is the time to set your house in order, to put your affairs in order. When they realize that people are waking up, even those who have received their mark, they're going to interfere with your emotions. True, you want to hear a voice talking to you in your mind. It's the technology they have now. It's a weapon that they have. A voice will be speaking in your head. Just like when someone becomes schizophrenic, they hear a voice and start doing crazy things. This is what is going to happen. The technology that's on the inside of you will allow them to speak into your head by the frequency. Just like how your phone picks up frequencies and you can hear a call, so it's the same. The person becomes an antenna. I have warned, I have warned, I have warned. Noah warned, and so today I am warning. I'm warning. I am warning. Wake up. Gasoline, you cannot, there's a time coming you won't be able to first buy gasoline unless you have the QR code. And you can't get the QR code. You will not be able to go to the hospital without the QR code. The hospitals now are designed, the doctors only come in to pass that you're dead. They don't come to assist you. They have received instructions for you to die. The medication they're giving you for $197,000, Revisidia or whatever, that's going to cause kidney failure. You're going to die. And they attribute, every death is attributed to the C, the big C, when really every death that is happening now now is to be attributed to the joke that you're receiving.